What is up, you guys? It's Danielle here, back with another video, and today I am going to be having a little girl talk with you guys. So I asked you guys on my Instagram to give me a few topics for this video, and if you are not already following me on Instagram, you definitely should, because I always ask you guys for like your opinions on what videos I should do, or if I should do a certain video or not. And then I also ask you guys, like, for example, what topics to talk about, what questions you have, stuff like that. So we're just gonna have a little girl talk about some girl things. We're gonna talk about relationships. We're gonna talk about girls and tension with girls. We're gonna talk about periods, because us girls, we all have them, okay? It's just natural. So we're going to talk about that and just a few other fun little things. But before we get into the video, I just wanted to say, if you haven't subscribed already, definitely hit that red button and join my family. I am so close to 800, but obviously my goal is 1,000. So let's just keep on growing together. So I'm like an organization freak. So I literally have all of the things that I'm going to be talking about written on this piece of paper. So if you see me looking down or picking this up, that is why. And just a quick disclaimer before we start. Yes, this is a girl talk video, and I'm going to be talking about a lot of girl things. But a lot of the things that I'm going to be talking about too apply to everyone. So no matter what age you are, what gender, literally anything, you're probably going to connect with some of the things I'm going to be saying. So this isn't just for girls, but just a heads up, I am going to be talking about some more girly things. So just thought I'd put that out there before we start. So the first topic that someone asked was allowing other opinions of you change your character or personality. So this was actually the first topic that was said by one of my followers, and when I read this, I was like, oh my god, that is such a good topic. Like, I love that someone asked that. But truthfully, you cannot let other people's opinions get in the way of how you live. Everyone is going to have a different opinion about something. Everyone is different, but all in all, you're you. And if it's someone else's opinion, that just means that they're either jealous or self-conscious about themselves or insecure. So literally just let their opinions go in one ear and out the other, because you should never change who you are for anybody else ever. I don't care what the circumstances. God created you to be a certain way. He created you to look a certain way, act a certain way. That's just how it goes. So if you're going to allow one thing someone says to change how you are, I just think that's ridiculous. So just be you, do you, never change for anyone, because I feel like if you do change for people, you're going to lose a lot of actual real people that meant a lot to you. So basically what I'm trying to say is just never change who you are for someone else. Alright, now moving on to number 2, we have tits. I don't know if I want to say tits or boobs throughout this whole video. I don't know which one doesn't sound less uncomfortable. I think I'm gonna go with tits. I just like the vibe of that a little bit more. So I'm actually gonna be talking about 2 different things that involve tits. So the first thing I want to talk about is confidence. And I'm actually going to use myself as an example for this because I can relate. I've always been smaller chested, like growing up. I did gymnastics and stuff, and they always say that it like stunts your growth and you don't really get like tits when you do gymnastics. I don't know if that's a myth, but it's kind of true. But I remember freshman year of high school, I had nothing. Like, I was literally a freaking line, okay? And I used to be really self-conscious about it because I remember obviously walking around high school like it's high school, freshman year, first year, and you see all of these older girls, even some girls that are in your grade with bigger tits, and you're like, wow, why don't I have that? And I always was super self-conscious about it because I was like, wow, people like her, but they're probably not gonna like me because I got no tits. And I honestly came to the realization that tits are just fat. Like, they're literally skin and fat. There's nothing cute about that, okay? Nah, I'm just kidding, but I'm 19 now. I'm not in high school anymore, and I've had a boyfriend for like 4 years, so I feel like I don't really have to care about that stuff anymore. But if you're in a position where you're self-conscious about it, just embrace it. Same thing applies for like reverse situation. If you have these ginormous ass tits, just embrace it. Like, don't be self-conscious about it. Life's too short to be self-conscious about freaking tits. Right, now moving on to the third topic, which is probably what I'm going to talk about most, is relationships. And I'm going to use myself as an example again because I have been in a relationship for almost 4 years. So I feel like I can give you some good advice. So the first piece of advice that I have for relationships is to don't rush into it too quickly. I know a ton of people who have rushed into something too fast and it screwed them over in the long run. I see it happen way too often and it bugs me. So again, using myself as an example, when I first met my boyfriend, it was like the end of August, but we didn't actually start dating until the beginning of October. So we had wiggle room to talk. Basically what I'm trying to get across is that we took time before we actually started dating because I wanted to make sure I liked him and that like we vibed, you know? But I see it so many times, like people will know the person for a week and then like already start doing stuff with them. It turns out horribly. So just don't rush into it. Take your time. Make sure you know you like him before doing anything. Make sure he likes you and he's not just trying to use you. So just slow it down and don't rush. And the second piece of advice that I want to give is about like the ups and downs of a relationship, because I've also seen this a ton of times with girls. They have like one fight or one down in the relationship and they immediately are over it. They're like, oh my god, he's such an asshole, like I don't want to date him anymore, blah blah blah. Every single relationship, I don't care who you are, I don't care if you're baby Jesus, okay? You're gonna have fights and arguments. It happens. That's how a relationship grows, in my opinion. But I will say it's one thing to fight once in a great while, and then you guys can talk it out, work it out, you know? But if you're fighting every single day or like once a week, that's just really toxic and you just need to remove yourself from that situation, because if you're gonna be fighting every single day, like that is not worth it. It's not worth wasting your time to just be fighting. So if you're in that situation, girl, leave. Just leave. Alright, now for number 4. This is when we start talking about tension with girls and stuff like that. But specifically, I had people ask tension with girls, slut shaming, and girls supporting girls. So as far as tension with girls go, all I really have to say is that it's not worth it. Let's face it, girls are the worst, and that's coming from a girl. And if you just have tension with girls or drama, literally just let it go and don't like egg it on, because it's not worth it at all. So many girls out there are just insecure or jealous and they want to make you feel like shit. Like I said before, life's too short for that shit. So if you have tension with a girl, just ignore it. Like, put your hand up like this and just be like. And then as far as slut shaming goes, I'm actually gonna like reverse the situation. I'm not gonna talk about the girls that are being slut shamed. I'm gonna talk about the girls that are doing the slut shaming. There's not much I can really say to the girl being slut shamed other than ignore it. So I'm going to talk about the girls that are doing the slut shaming. Basically, if you are slut shaming someone, just stop, because that girl is doing her, okay? If she wants to get with a bunch of guys, let it be. That's her body, not yours. Yes, you may feel a certain way about it, but you don't have to open your mouth and say something. So if that girl wants to do those things that she wants to do, then so be it, and mind your business, because it's her body, not yours. And then as far as girls supporting girls, I think this is very important. We don't support each other enough, I feel, and that's why people are so insecure about themselves, and I feel like that's why people have depression or anxiety, because people just love to hate, and I hate that. And I think this is another reason why I love YouTube so much. The following that I have here on YouTube, it allows for not even just girls, but everyone to support everyone. Like, I'll probably get the same, like, 5 girls who always comment on my videos, and they always have something nice to say, and I love seeing that. I love how supportive they are. But just 5 girls, like, we need everyone to be like that. We need everyone to support everyone, and it would just be a much more happier place to live. But unfortunately, that's not how life works, and no matter who says it or how many times it's being said, it's probably never going to change, but we just need to support each other more. And then the last thing that I'm going to be talking about is periods. So I'm going to talk about a few things as far as periods go, because a lot of people who asked me about this were like on the younger side, so they probably want advice on when you first get it. So that's what I'm going to talk about first. So I actually got mine at the end of 7th grade, and I actually got it at school. Would you look at that? Everyone's biggest fear, getting it at school. But that's what happened to me, guys. So it honestly wasn't really that bad. We were at lunch. I was just chilling, eating my lunch with my friends, and I was like, oh God, like I have to pee. It literally felt like I peed my pants. I was like, what the heck? Oh my God, I have to pee. So I like ran to the bathroom, and I was like, oh my God. Luckily, I had a phone. At this time, it was literally one of those like phones that you flip like this and you like type on the freaking keyboard. I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I just got my period. Like all this stuff. It was so embarrassing, but luckily she left work, came to my school, picked me up, and I went home, and it was fine. So if you are watching this and you don't have your period yet, but you think you're gonna get it soon, just know that it happens to everyone. Don't be nervous, don't be scared. If it does happen at school, not like it's gonna last all day at school. Like, you can go to the nurse, stay in there, she'll help you. Like, there's so many ways to help it, so don't be nervous. Even if it happens at home, don't be nervous. Like, it's fine. Trust me, you're gonna be okay. And then the second thing I'm gonna talk about is like tampons and pads and stuff like that. So personally, I use tampons. I hate pads. I just don't like the feeling of it. It makes me feel like I have a diaper on. But if you like just got it and you're young, you should probably start off with pads just because it's a lot easier. But what I mainly want to talk about is transferring to tampons, because I remember it was like end of 8th grade, I think. I was like, Mom, I cannot use these pads anymore. I hate them. Luckily, I had an older sister to guide me through the whole like tampon situation and how it works. But I was like, I cannot wear a pad anymore. Like, I need a tampon. And if you're in the same situation but you're nervous to use tampons just because you've never used one before and you think it's gonna be like hard, don't panic. It's like the easiest thing ever. They now sell like a ton of different ones. They have like the small ones. I remember when I first started using tampons, I literally got the ones that were like this small. Oh my God, throwback. I'll like insert a picture because I don't know what they're called. But if you ever use these, throwback. Like, these were so cringe. But don't be scared if you're transferring to tampons. They're so easy. Trust me. Even on the box, it like gives you directions on how to do it. So don't panic at all. And then lastly, I kind of just wanted to say that periods are natural. All girls get them. It's the way of life. It's how the body just works. Never feel self-conscious about it. You're gonna have a whoopsies every once in a while, like if it gets on your pants, or I don't know, if you get it during like sleep, or you get it out and it like goes on your underwear. Really, it's just natural. It's not something to be grossed out about because every girl has it. So just never be self-conscious or scared about a period. Alright you guys, so that is it for this little girl talk session video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. And also, if you want to see another video like this and you want me to talk about some more things or like different topics, then just comment down below and let me know. And also, do not forget to hit that red subscribe button and come join my family. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!